Hey guys, I'm Matt, and welcome to another episode of The Music That Made Me, a journey through my life's soundtrack. It's a trip down memory lane. And on today's episode, we have a very special band. We have Pantera with a song called I'm Broken from the album Far Beyond Driven. And this is a generational band, and what I mean by that is kind of like we were talking about with Killswitch Engage, how they were instrumental in the genre's success. In that you had a lot of bands try to emulate them. Pantera is the same way. Pantera started out in the 80s. They were kind of more of a power metal band. They didn't really hit their stride until Cowboys from Hell, and then you had Vulgar Display of Power, Far Beyond Driven, Reinventing the Steel. You started getting Pantera when they became like the gods of Southern metal. They're from Texas. They bleed that Southern blood, and so the band, you have Phil Anselmo, Rex on bass, Dimebag Darrell, and then his brother Vinnie Paul. That was the core of Pantera for the entirety. Sadly, Darrell and Vinny have both died. Dimebag's death was horrific. He was murdered. He was actually murdered on stage in front of his brother during a concert with a side project band that he had when Pantera went on hiatus. Darrell was actually shot and killed on stage. Vinny died years later. Natural causes, I'm not entirely sure what from. The band members like to dabble in some illicit activities, so who knows. But yeah, this, you'll see two specific things. Well, really three, but two specific things. Dimebag Darrell had a very unique way of telling a story with a guitar, meaning the chords that he chose were very instantly recognizable that they are his, but also just interesting. And like I said, that's where the Southern metal kind of vibe starts to poke. And then Vinny, his brother, very unique drummer too. The rhythms, and I'm terrible with like technical stuff, even from being somebody that's a former drummer. Just the way that he is playing the rhythms. He decides to use some interesting note progressions. And then Phil is an amazing vocalist, especially during the 90s, during his prime. Oh my God, you want to talk about a vocalist. So, but let's get into the song, and then we'll talk a little more later. And yes, we're going with the performance video because it's Pantera and it's warranted. Oh, that riff. Those accents that Vinny's adding. Very unique way of doing it. All right, through the first chorus. So as you can see, the biggest thing for me that stands out there is Phil. Phil Anselmo, the vocalist. The different styles that he meshes into his vocals is unbelievable. A lot of soul, really, when you really think about it, a lot of soul in his voice. Kind of reminds me, so don't take this the wrong way, so Chris Stapleton's a Grammy-winning country artist, amazing vocalist. But his country style has a lot of like soul into it. So there's like more like bluesy kind of tone, like not tone, but kind of just bluesy kind of style within the country style. Phil has great like metal vocals, but the path that he gets there has a lot of soul behind it. He's got a lot of great voice. You know, it's not just screaming. Like, he knows how to use his voice. And then, like I said, you have Vinny's choice on the kit just is very interesting. You have those accent notes on the hi-hat during the verse that are playing along with Daryl on guitar. Again, just fantastic song. Let's get back into it, and we'll talk some more after. Go back 10. Whoa! Again, Vinny on that hi-hat. Could have done a lot of different stuff, but he's doing it. Great shot of Phil there. All right, we'll go back and enjoy one of Dimebag Darrell's signature solos. Man, is that good. Again, what Darrell's doing on guitar with that southern metal is so unique and so just different. Especially, you got to remember, this is 1994. So, you know, we're talking, sound old. We're talking 31 years ago. So, remember what metal sounded like in the early to mid 90s. It didn't sound like, you know, well, Pantera had been around, but Pantera was Pantera. When you hear this style of music, it was Pantera. It was like they had their own subgenre within metal. What was cool is I actually got to see these guys twice with this core group. It's actually a few years after this. I saw them in 1998 and 1999. I think it was back-to-back years at Ozfest. 99 Ozfest was one that I always go back to, because 99 Ozfest is when I saw Pantera. That's when I saw Slipknot, and I saw Fear Factory. We talked about seeing Fear Factory there. 99 Ozfest is going to go down as like one of the greatest like lineups ever. I mean, when you look back at the bands that were on that list, or on that band list. But yeah, this is off of Far Beyond Driven. This is amazing. Like that foursome of albums that I mentioned earlier: Cowboys from Hell, Vulgar Display of Power, Far Beyond Driven, Reinventing to Steel. That's an incredible stretch of albums. Especially this album. You had Strength Beyond Strength. You had Becoming. You had 5 Minutes Alone. Shedding Skin. There were other ones, but now I'm trying to remember. Slaughtered. You had some amazing songs on this album. So again, like I always say, check out this album specifically. Look for Far Beyond Driven by Pantera. If you love this song, you guys are going to absolutely love that album. So, all right, let's get back into it. Let's enjoy Dimebag Darrell. playing the signature guitar. Like I said, Phil's such a powerhouse on vocals. Here's Rex. Just chugging away there on bass. Stomping mud holes. Phil. Oh man. Like I said, it's really, 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 really hard to get better than that when it just comes to overall musician skills. I mean, the guys are awesome. The band is phenomenal. Timeless music too. You can listen to these albums 30 years later now, and just absolutely enjoy it. I mean, my favorite album, I guess it's 5 albums, because actually I was going through the albums in my head and I actually forgot. Wow, I actually forgot my favorite album. That's hilarious. So you have Cowboys from Hell, Vulgar Display of Power, Far Beyond Driven, and then you actually have The Great Southern Trendkill. And then you have Reinventing the Steel. Sorry, 5 albums. Wow. But yeah, Great Southern Trendkill. That's amazing. Oh man. Most people that I've talked to, they're thinking Cowboys from Hell, because that's where you get Cemetery Gates. That's where you get Domination. You get Cowboys from Hell. You just get some really iconic songs off that album. I am partial to Far Beyond Driven and Great Southern Trendkill, but like I said, these guys are fantastic. Like I said, I was lucky enough to see them in their prime. So the surviving members, so Phil and Rex, are touring as Pantera, with Zakk Wylde on guitar. And if you don't know Zakk Wylde, you just look him up. Zakk Wylde played with Ozzy Osbourne for quite a while. He's also Black Label Motorcycle Club, something like that. I can't remember. Not a big fan, but he did great work with Ozzy. And yeah, so again, check out, see if they're coming. I think there's like 4 or 5 tour dates left on their tour, at least as of recording this video. But thank you. It's an awesome song. I don't know what to say. I really do appreciate it. If you enjoy content like this, like and subscribe to my channel. I really do appreciate that. It shows support. It also shows YouTube that people are watching. And we will see you next time on another episode of The Music That Made Me. Thanks.